and welcome to Flourish TV. My name is Stephanie and I'm a transformational mindset and wellness coach. And today with Flourish TV, I bring you a little bit of business with a business with a little bit of mindset. And so today we're going to talk about creating a lead magnet in Canva. And last week I talked about creating digital products, why we want to do that, and what we use them for. So if you missed that, just put lead magnet in the comments, I guess, and I will make sure I get you the replay for that so that you can understand a little bit more of that. I actually had a whole guide that I put together that will guide you through a lot of those things. So make sure to put that in the comments if you want to know more. But today I want to actually show you how to create a lead magnet. So what we want to do is we want to go in and create a lead magnet, something that we can share and serve to the people that we are connected to, whether we want to serve them. Maybe we're learning something new. Maybe we have a business. Maybe you are working as a teacher and you want to create a checklist for your students, maybe. So it doesn't have to be a lead magnet necessarily where you're drawing people into your business, because you can use these designs for all different areas of your life. And so, but today we'll walk you through a couple different things that you can do and a couple extra ways that you can help connect to your audience when you create these lead magnets. So let's say we are going in and let's make a checklist. So let's go in, and if we go to home, we can go up here and we can check. So let's write checklist. We'll go in and say, hey, we want to create a checklist. So this will go through, and we want to just check our Canva templates. You don't need to see the things I did. So it's going to check here for your checklist. So you can see it gives you a variety of different choices, styles, and different things. So it gives you quite an array of different choices. So you can find one that you think might kind of look closer to your brand, or a way like that you're fun. Like if you like lots of bold colors and a lot of different things going on, you might choose something like this. Or if you want just a little bit of daintiness, or maybe you want just very cut and dry, just very this is how you see it. So you can see there's tons and tons and tons and tons of different ones that we can do. So let's say I don't know, let's do this one here. So once you click on that, it will have this chance where you can customize this design. Now you also, which is kind of cool, if you pick something, this is actually a house cleaning one, so it will actually start giving you other options. So which is nice, because sometimes I will open it up and be like, no, it's just not exactly what I want. Maybe I want more simple like this, or maybe I want lots of bubbles. This just looks like someone took a lot of time to make this template. So whoever that is, they did a great job. So we'll come in, let's say we want to customize this template. Okay, so let me make it a little bit bigger on my screen. And so here, this is a house cleaning checklist. So let's say this is maybe our content. I thought about creating a checklist from my own brain, but this will make it really easy, because I thought, we could do a morning routine and an evening routine for cleaning the kitchen. Like that's something that you could do. So if you are in organization and cleaning, this would be great, because this gives you a lot of foundation, and then you can add in your own tricks and tips and things like that. So if you missed weeks ago, I talked about creating your Canva, your branding kit inside Canva, where it had the different colors and different things like that. If you come here, you can see I have my branding kits that I have created with the different logos and things like that, the fonts. So I will start kind of from scratch, just in case you don't have that. But if you want to know a little bit more of how to do that, put Canva in the comments, and I will make sure I get you the replay for that, so you know exactly how you can do that. But let's say we really like this, but we want to add in a little bit, we want to add in our own colors, we want to add in a little bit more of our own, we want it to look a little bit more like us. So let's say, let's do cleaning pictures. We're going to look that up. So let's say we like, this is really bold, this says clean, or do I want more like this? So I would just usually kind of just save this image, and you'll see why. So we can copy it, but we want to save image and or you can screenshot it, and I'll just save it in my downloads here as download. We'll come back over to Canva. Whoops, not this one, over here. And I'm going to go to uploads, and I'm going to upload a file. I'm going to go to downloads, and right here is that picture. Okay. we do that because that allows us to put it into our document and have it there just in case we want to use it later. And so I'm going to put it here. It's going to do over the whole background. So you can do that, which is really kind of cool, right? You can put a background like that, but I'm going to undo that. Let's do an element here because I just really want a piece of this in here. So you can go down and we just want a frame. So let's say we want to do that. We'll go back to our uploads, come here, and we can put it right into here. So now we can move this around to different places. Not sure why that's there. Okay. So now what we can do is if we come over to our colors, if we go to dot here, and it brings over the colors. So what you can see is that automatically will take the colors of this photo, and then it will put the 5 most prominent colors right there in there. So you can have that in your design. So then you can go in and let's say I just want to make this a little bit smaller right now. I really do like that picture, but I don't know where it came from. But let's say, you know, you've done your homework, you can use that picture. And we want to go in and we want to change the colors of, maybe we want to call this instead, we want to call it cleaning checklist. We just want cleaning checklist. We don't want house in there. And we're going to make it into this brown color. So we can either hit change all so that it would change all of the black to the brown, or we could just highlight it here and just change it to the brown. And then we can, let's say, we like this font. Maybe this is part of your fonts, but you're not sure if you like this one. You can go in, of course, and change your text to whatever. It gives you always at the top, it gives you what's in the document, the fonts that they use inside the document. And then, you know, it'll give you some that maybe it recommends. So maybe we could try one of these. And then, you know, you can also just go in and choose either your brand kit ones that you already have, or something else that you think really, you know, really stands out. So, okay. So let's do, no, how about this one? Okay, a little bit more narrow. And I want to change that also. Let's change that to maybe this lighter color, or the, let's do this one. Okay. So we can go in and obviously now you can change all these things up. Let's say you like this, but you want to add, instead of 1, you want to change it to a different element. So you can come in, obviously you can search whatever, maybe you want hearts. So you can either choose a shape like that or see any of the graphics that they give you. I mean, there's tons of ways you can customize this to make it how you want it to be. So let's say we're going to try this one. I think I put it way down here. And this, you know, this is a little bit more tedious, but it is kind of fun once you kind of get it going. So let's say I want to put it here in the middle. You can leave the 1 or you can get rid of the 1. And then we want to change the color of this as well. So sometimes the elements will let you change the color, sometimes it won't. But let's say we want to bring in that really pretty blue color. Let's say we want to change these pinks. They're all like this pretty color pink, but let's say we want to do them maybe just a lighter one. This is again where it would give us our option. We can change all, and it would change all of them for us if we want it. And then, you know, that kind of gives us a different vibe than it had before. It's already starting to look more like ours. And then we can go in here and we can duplicate them, and you can put them here. And what's nice with Canva is you can actually see with the numbers. I'm trying to point, but I don't know if you can see them. But you can see, you can make sure that they are lined up together, which is really, really nice. So we can continue to do that. And it actually usually will put them in a lot of times when it recognizes what you're going to do. Canva's very smart. And so it automatically puts in there. Now the numbers are still under there. You can mess with the layers and take them out, but you don't have to do that. Okay, so then we're going to go in and, you know, we're going to copy this. Maybe one way you can do this to make it really simple, you can hold down the shift key and then you can select what you want. And then you can either group them together or you could just duplicate them, and then you can slide this over here and bring them here. You can make sure that they're lined up to the ones here, and boom. So like you can go through, whoops, that's not lined up. So, whoops, I didn't group them. So let's do this here. Let's group, nope. see, we all make mistakes. Okay, so we're gonna go through. I should probably group them because they didn't line up right. So we can group them together and we can duplicate them, and then we can move them around and make sure that they are matching up exactly where we want them to match. So maybe we're going to do, you can also copy and paste it. If you don't want to duplicate it, you could just copy this, right click it and copy, and then you can right click and paste. It will do the same thing and you just move it down. So I just usually duplicate because I think it's a little bit easier. Make sure it's where you want it to go. And duplicate again. Okay. So you can see. So you're starting to, and you want to make sure that things are lined up well. And I'm just going quick so you can kind of get the idea. Okay, so that's good. We like that, but we're not sure if we like these little things. So we're going to delete these maybe. But I really like this picture. Maybe I want it a little bit bigger. So I can go over here. Maybe I want it to stretch out in a different way. So I can go to elements and get rid of the hearts here and go and look at the different frames. Maybe you can look at the basic shapes that it has. So maybe you just want a really long rectangle. Maybe you just want like a circle, like in the corner. You can choose like the different shapes. So circle. I don't know why the circle frame wasn't popping up. Usually it does. So then you can see you want a bunch of circles. Boom. You can have that in here. So maybe we like this with the little ring here. We're going to obviously want it smaller than that. Maybe we like the design over here. And you can either grab it from there or you could just grab it in here. Then you double click, you can move it around wherever you want it to go. If you really just want that part featured, then you can go in and you can hit the position, and you can either go to layers, which is usually the faster way. You can kind of move it down where you want it to go. So you can scroll it all the way down. There's the numbers there. Or you can put it to the back, however you want to do it. So, but you can see this is nice. The layers option I use a lot. So, and here I can see that it still needs to go back even one more. So, it won't let me go back any farther. So this is all one sheet. So if we want this to be here, what we can do is we can go and hit an element. See, I'm doing this all on the fly. So we could add a square here if you want to, and we can line this up here. It's kind of just an easier trick than trying to do that. And it really doesn't really matter too much. We just want to make sure it's lined up here. We want to change this color to this color here, which is already there, and we're going to move this back, bring backward, and we can continue to, this is where the layers would probably be nice, like send to back, and then we need to send it go to the layers here. See, anybody can do this. So let's bring this up one layer and bring forward one. No, we want to bring that forward back, sorry. And send backward and send to back. Okay, then you can see. That's what I was trying to do here. So you can see, you can kind of move it around. Now it's going to be behind those elements that we put there. Maybe it's still a little bit too big. Maybe you want to move it up a little bit. And then we don't like the color around. We can change that to match our other colors here. Maybe we want that, or we want to bring in that blue. Okay, and maybe we want to decide I'm not sure if I want that brown. I think I'll do this blue as well. And maybe you want to bold that one. And maybe you're cleaning. We like the brown, but we want to add some effects to it. So we're bringing in that blue as well. So you can I'll follow these. I'm probably going too fast, not explaining it all, but you just go in and you can change the colors. Now this is the document colors. Sometimes when you go in, it doesn't give you those colors, but we've been using that enough that it will put that in there. So it gives it a little bit. If you zoom in a little bit, you can see the little bit of blue that's in there, behind there. So let's say you've added all your information in there. Obviously, I'm just going to make this for time's sake. It gives you this checklist. We really like this. Maybe you want to change these check marks all to the brown. So you're bringing that color in a little bit more. So you can come over here and do this again. You can hit change all, and it will change all the check marks to the brown. and you're like, ooh, I really like this. A couple things, make sure that you, personally, I think it's important to add in your brand name in there. So you can go in and, put whatever your name is there. That's usually the font I use. So I'll put @Steph.book, and I'm gonna probably make that a little smaller for this, and I'm going to change it to one of the colors just because I like how that looks. Maybe this brown or this. Yeah, sometimes I'll do that, sometimes I'll fade it. It just kind of depends. So now we have all this. Now there's a couple different things that I would do to really help stand out your checklist. So you've got it made, but a couple things you could do to just maybe upscale your lead magnet and give it a little bit more. You can give it a cover page. So you could go in here and you could add, you can duplicate the page. You can go in and add a page and then move this up here. I'm not going to go through and do all of it, but then you can add a heading, like what font was this? This was Amsterdam 1. So maybe we're going to duplicate this, copy that, and we're going to come up here and paste it in, and be like a cleaning. You can add your cleaning checklist. You might even be able to take this whole here. Maybe we'll copy this and put this up here as well. And this will give you a chance to, maybe you want to make it a little bit bigger, you kind of design it a little bit, maybe add your other picture back in there and kind of make it real pretty, add the picture. And then maybe you will add something else here, just, like put your steps, ways to organize your kitchen or organize your home in 5 minutes flat or something like that, so then it's kind of giving you that, given there, you can put your name on here, created by Stephanie, whatever. So, and then, that way it kind of has it really nice. And then what's really good at the end, I highly recommend, is then you go in here and then you put another page and you just kind of put a little quick about me. So one thing you can go in is, for me, I have, I could go to a document. I thought of something this morning that I'm really excited I'm going to share, because I think this would help all of us as we are moving into different things that we're doing. But let's say I have put this one together. This is the free product that I made last week, or that I have free last week. So, let's say I want to take this template, which tells a little bit about me, and it has a little bit, congratulates them from going through, because this was actually a digital workbook that I created. So make sure to put digital in the comments if you want it. You can go through a couple different ways. On your desktop, if you go this way, if you just take your mouse and or your pad and just highlight all of it, that will duplicate or highlight everything. So what I'm going to do actually is going to come in here. I'm going to copy this whole thing. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to paste it here. And it puts all of those things in there. Obviously, this doesn't fit all the things, like this is talking about a different thing. But what's nice is you have kind of a template. It says, this is where you can get to know me. This is information about me, how to email me, and then I have my socials that you can add in here. And so I'm actually, next week I'm going to show you how we can put together a document. So you have some of all these kind of basic pages set for yourself, so that it makes it really fast to go in later and be able to do that. But then what I can do is I can come in here, I can highlight this, and these are pictures, but you can go in, I think, individually. Yes, there you go. And you can go in and you can change this to match the colors. See, now, as you can see, it brought in the colors of my photo in here, which is kind of cool. And here, and I can change all. So it's going to change all of that, all of those colors to that. So and then this pink, we could change it to whatever, this lighter blue or something that we used earlier. And then we can change this to brown. So no, it's not clicking there. So you can see, you can do lots of different things. But the reason I say this is because then, when you're giving a freebie, you're also giving some value, because you're giving them a place that they can continue to connect with you if they have questions about you or how to do other things. And I wanted to show you this because then it also allows you to link. And so this is the last thing I wanted to show you today, is you can go in here. So let's say you are an organization guru and you have put together this beautiful checklist and you want to give it to your audience. You want to build your audience. You want to collect emails so that you can continue to give them value, like we talked about last week. But then you want to make sure that they can continue to see the things that you're going to give them. So what we'll do is we'll go in and let's say here you have, this is linking to my Instagram. So I would go here, and I actually have a spot in my notes on my phone. This is showing you all kinds of different things, but I have my socials all listed here, all the different ways you can get a hold of me. So I could come in and copy my Instagram, copy the link, and close this back out. Then I can go over here and I can highlight what I want to hyperlink. Now it's already done there, but what you would do is you would highlight it, come over. It's already highlighted. So let me see. Let's do it here. You'll see here it has this little link here. So I could come here and I can paste it in here and apply it. Done. And then here, if they click on this, when the PDF is live, it will be able to bring you right to my Instagram. So like that's here, right here is linked right to my email. This is linked to subscribe to my newsletter, and this is to join my Facebook group. So you can see all those different links are in there. And when you print it, obviously the links don't work, but if you gather the email address, you say, hey, I've got this link, put organize in your comments and I will send it to you. And then I highly recommend that you say, hey, if you give me your email address, I'll send it over to you. And then you can collect their email address, and then they will be able to have this digitally, and then they can also print it. So then you can go in and you can say, hey, a little, message with your email. Hey, I'm so glad you're excited about this cleaning checklist. I had so much fun putting it together for you. Here is the link to download it. Make sure to reach out with any questions that you have. Feel free to print page 2 with the checklist over and over again, laminate it, do whatever you want to do so that you can clean your house, right? So you can tell them how to do it, and boom, you've been able to create value, been able to give them something that will help someone else. You'll be able to share about a little bit more about you and be able to add them to your email list. Now, if you don't, that's a whole nother discussion another day, because you're not able to send emails to a bunch of people all at one time. With just a regular email. So you do need to have a email service. So if you have questions about that, if you're new, reach out to me. I use Social Connector, which is my favorite because I use it for my emails. I have all my lead magnets that I've created in there. I house my courses in there and so many more things. So I love using that, but you might need something more simple. So I would be able to help you with whatever your needs are with that to help you get started. So friends, I know this is a little bit longer today. I just had so much fun showing you how you can create something very simple with a template. And it would be a lot faster if you're not talking and explaining it all. But please reach out. And if you are completely lost, you want to create some different things, but you are great with the content, but you're not sure about the branding and things like that, put brand in the comments. And I'd love to have a discussion with you to see how maybe I can help you start building the things you want to create for your audience. Thank you so much for listening to Flourish TV. I hope you have a fabulous day. Take care.